Okay. That's much better. That's a better angle with his shadow over here. Ha. Anyway, um, I got I got I don't know. What happened today? I was trying to start work on the GRE, but then work got busy, and I'm just like, oh, I can't be lazy at work to do this. And then I had an eye appointment, and then I went to see, the men group, so I didn't really do a whole lot. Oh no, and now I gotta sleep in like 10 minutes. So yeah, I didn't do a whole lot. But while I was at work, though, I did a little bit more research on like the AANA website, and I was just like, oh, let's see what they got to say about CRNA and all that. And I learned that apparently CRNAs could do TEE. They could do trans esophageal echocardiography. Is that what that stands for? Trans echocardiography, whatever. But they could do that shit, and I'm just like, yo, that is something that a fellow anesthesiologist could do, like advanced practice anesthesiologist doctor. And you're telling me CRNAs could do that? That's crazy. The point I'm trying to make is the fact that the scope of practice for what they could do is very, very high in terms of the ceiling, and I feel like that's great because it makes it so that the job is very varied. Compared to being like an anesthesiologist assistant. Like you'll never be able to do more than just being an assistant. But as a CRNA, you are not an assistant. You are quite literally independent a lot of the time, and that's great in terms of like having such a high ceiling for your profession. And I feel like that is exactly that progression and trying to do more. I feel like is something that I really want. I want the security of knowing that I'm not stuck doing one thing forever, but I can keep it going and do something more advanced like that. They could also do like other types of pain management, like intravertebral catheters, paravertebral catheters, they're called. And I'm just like, yo, what? They could do so much, man. That's crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna be quite interested in doing that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't do a whole lot. I started just watching some GRE videos. Not gonna act like it was the most productive stuff ever. It was like a couple hours worth of content. Yeah, once again, obviously it's not really doing much if I'm not doing something, if I'm not taking action. It's very passive. It's a passive way of learning. So I just gotta step it up a little bit. I'll do a bit better, and yeah, I'll see how I'll leave it at that, I guess. I'm just gonna wait 8 more seconds for this thing to finish. So yeah, cool. That was today.